You don't want to know how many times I've tried to start this video. Bunch of really short little clips, and yeah, I ended up with like 20 minutes already, and I said, screw it, dumped it all. Got to condense it a little. Number one, hey, look, it's not flowing through here now, so I spent half an hour out there redigging ditches. Water's pouring out of the bank from the neighbors, literally. Yeah, still way dark outside. Number two, should have just got to work a little bit ago. I gotta load that thing up and take it into her later. But it has been so nasty out this morning that I wasn't going to open that shop door to put that in the back of the service truck and soak my ass trying to get it tied down. Plus, I found the other day when I had the service truck out, yeah, the fucking blower fan's not blowing. Which means no defroster, and as nasty as it is this morning, no defroster, I ain't trying to drive it in the dark. So, gets daylight, try to do something with that. Yesterday in the video, I mentioned that if you knew, you knew how the calves and the cows and even the dogs were very quiet and somber. They feel things. They pick up off us. I also mentioned that number one, aka Thailand, had to leave suddenly at noon. Well, that's because Maury called. Maury's whole family lives together. Thailand lives with them. Maury's kind of the more parental figure of the family, holding everything together and running the business. It's his business anyway. Her phone doesn't work here, so he called me. Says she needs to come home now. No questions, get her. Okay. His brother, who's a few years younger than him, but a few years younger physically, but mentally quite a bit. I never have figured out what happened. Either got an early breath or something when he was born. That happens. Big, lovable lug, kind of like that one in the middle of the screen. When Mom got brandy and Thailand got whiskey, whiskey was to live with them. Unfortunately, that didn't go so well with Maury's mom and dad. His dad didn't see a need to have a damn dog in the house. So, okay, I understand. That's why he's here. Maury's brother Adam named Whiskey. And Whiskey is a big, lovable lug, just like Adam was. Noon yesterday, Adam suffered a severe asthma attack. Maury and his dad performed CPR on him until the fire department got there. The fire department literally pulled all the stops, did everything they could. Not only because it's the right thing to do, but because Maury spent a number of years in the fire department, as did I. So I know what they did. A lot of things they really didn't want to have to do, but they tried. They gave it their all. So they didn't do it. Thailand came back out last night because she needed to see us and talk to us. And she said that when Maury's aunt showed up to the house, same aunt that had taken care of Maury's grandmother before she passed, she's like Thailand is. She senses things, sees things. She saw her parents yesterday morning, who, last one died like 5 years ago. She saw them going to get at him. And she apparently, what she told Thailand, I shoot him off. I told them, no, it's not his time yet. No, it was his time. If you don't believe in that kind of stuff, sorry, that's your loss. My daughter has shown me things that That's the only way she'd know them. From the old lady who owned our house that we lived in town, who my wife and I both knew. My kids never knew her. She was gone long before they were born. To even my dad being around here. Or, the ground right on the other side of that wall that we farmed for 40 years. The old boys who ran that dairy. I was in my teens when the one died. Late teens, I suppose. Early 20s when the other one. Well, maybe a little farther than that. We farmed the place long before he passed. She's described them down there in the old barn, cussing in German. She doesn't know German. Oh, anyway, that's why it was a pretty somber last half of the video yesterday. I didn't want to let it out then because a lot of people did not know. A lot of family members did not know yet. A few of you that I messaged back and forth with found out early. Mainly because a couple of you I actually stay in pretty close contact with, and the others messaged me to say, what's wrong? I appreciate everyone's thoughts and prayers. Please keep them in your prayers. Adam was kind of the center point of their family. Good farmer. Loved his cows. Absolutely loved his cows. Busted his ass to make hay. Loved to help Maury with the trucks. Number 2, aka Brooke. She's been working for Maury on weekends, working on the trucks. And Adam will come out and say, hey, do you need to get you something? Do you want a drink? Do you want a pop? Do you want me to bring that over here for you? Did you do this yet? Right there, wanting to make sure her job's easier. So, that's my story on that part of it. I don't know if I'll put this one up by itself or with the rest of the day. It's going to be a rough day. It was a rough night. Doesn't help that we've all got bad colds. Freaking wet weather. I mean, my head's so stuffed up anyway, it ain't funny. And rained all freaking night. Blew all freaking night. So, lack of sleep for everybody to boot. So, anyway, I think I'll probably just throw this one up all by itself. We also found out last night that a guy I more or less grew up with showing cattle, he was a year or two older than me, had cerebral palsy, in a wheelchair from as far back as I can remember. The boomer cow we got, that big girl, her mother came from his family. When his parents died, he ended up going to live with one of his sisters in Idaho. And yesterday morning at 8:30 in the morning, they were involved in a bad traffic accident. He and one other person in their accident were killed. The others were okay, but sent to the hospital is what I understand. So, yeah, double whammy. And, Bruce's dad passing away, it's all tied in together. It all hits us here. So if you would keep all them in your prayers, everybody's families. Thank you.